Most people spend weeks agonizing over their floor-standing speakers, but then they completely drop the ball when it comes to the surround channels. That is where this little powerhouse comes in. It is an in-wall unit that honestly makes you wonder why anyone still bothers with bulky boxes taking up floor space in the back of the room. When you pull this out of the box, you immediately notice that signature Klipsch aesthetic. It feels solid, well-built, and that copper-colored ceramic woofer just looks like it means business. It is not just for show, either. That 6.5-inch driver handles the mid-bass with a punchiness that is surprisingly tight for something tucked away inside a wall cavity. What really sets this apart, though, is the horn-loaded tech. You have got this 1-inch titanium dome tweeter sitting inside a square Tractrix horn, and it is designed to push sound out with a level of clarity that usually gets lost in standard flush mount designs. The best part is that you can actually pivot that horn. If your seating arrangement is a bit awkward or the room layout is less than ideal, you can aim the high frequencies exactly where they need to go. It is a small detail, but it makes a massive difference in how immersive a movie scene feels. Now, here is the thing about these. They are built for surround effects, so they are not trying to be your main front speakers. They excel at creating that wide, enveloping sound field where you can hear the rain falling or a car zipping past without it sounding like it is coming from a single point on the wall. You get these little attenuation switches on the front, which is a lifesaver if you find the treble is a bit too sharp for your specific room acoustics. You can dial it back without having to mess with your receiver settings. If there is a downside, it is that you are definitely going to need a decent sub to back these up. They hit down to about 60 Hz, which is fine for most surround duties, but don't expect them to carry the heavy lifting of an action sequence on their own. Also, the installation is straightforward enough, but because of that horn assembly, you need to make sure your wall depth can actually accommodate the housing. It is not a shallow mount speaker by any stretch. There is even a little knockout for an IR receiver, which is a nice touch if you are trying to keep your setup looking clean and integrated into a smart home system. It is one of those pieces of gear that just does its job so well you eventually stop noticing it is there, which is exactly what you want from a surround speaker. It is not the cheapest option on the market, but for the level of detail and the sheer flexibility it offers, it is a solid choice for anyone trying to build a theater that actually sounds like a theater. If you are tired of your rear channels sounding muddy or localized, this is probably the upgrade you have been looking for.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.